Welcome to the Arsenal Report, and remember, make subscribe, then continue enjoy your news. Rodyrigo goes confirmed to Arsenal. The dawn of a new era at the Emirates. The Emirates Stadium is alive tonight like never before. North London, painted red and white, echoes with the songs of jubilant fans who have just witnessed the unthinkable. Rodyrigo goes, the electrifying Brazilian winger who once danced through defences at the Bernabeu, is now an Arsenal player. It's a transfer that has sent shockwaves through world football. A statement that the Gunners are not just back, they're ready to conquer. It all began months ago, when rumours trickled out of Madrid that Rodyrigo, the once untouchable jewel in Real Madrid's crown, was open to a new challenge. Mikel Arteta, ever the visionary, pounced. He knew his young Arsenal side, brimming with talent and hunger, needed that final spark. A player who could break the deadlock when all else failed, who could weave magic in tight spaces and turn half chances into goals. In Rodyrigo, he saw the perfect match. The negotiations were long, secretive, and filled with twists. Many dismissed it as tabloid fantasy when first reported. But Edu Gaspar, Arsenal's technical director, worked behind the scenes with the calm of a chess master. He met with Rodyrigo's entourage, flew to Madrid for midnight meetings, and slowly convinced the Brazilian that he could be more than a squad player. He could be the star of North London. The announcement broke this morning. Rodyrigo signs for Arsenal, in bold letters across the club's official website, his beaming smile draped in the famous red and white shirt. The unveiling was a spectacle. Fans flocked to the Emirates for a glimpse of their new hero. Flares lit up the sky, and chants of "Rody, Rody, Rody" filled Holloway Road. Inside the club, the mood is euphoric. Bukayo Saka, Arsenal's talismanic winger, now has a partner who speaks his language of fearless dribbling and creative flair. Martin Ødegaard, who once played alongside Rodyrigo in Madrid, welcomed him like a brother, saying in the press conference, "I know what he can do. He will light up the Premier League." For Gabriel Jesus, it's another Brazilian comrade in arms, a familiar samba beat to keep the dressing room lively. In his first training session at London Colney, Rodyrigo looked like a player unleashed. His feet danced across the pitch, leaving defenders lunging at shadows. Arteta watched, arms folded, but eyes glinting with delight. The Spaniard knows what this means. It's not just about the goals or assists. It's about sending a message to the footballing world that Arsenal are now a true destination for superstars again. The fans, those faithful believers who stuck through barren years and near misses, are daring to dream again. From the North Bank to the Clock End, they speak of Rodyrigo with the same reverence once reserved for Henry and Bergkamp. Shirts with his name sold out within hours. Children in Highbury Fields now practice his stepovers, hoping to emulate the Brazilian maestro. But for Rodyrigo himself, it's more than just a transfer, it's a new chapter. In Madrid, he was one of many Galacticos. In London, he can be the legend. The player who delivers the Premier League back to Arsenal after 2 decades, who lifts the Champions League trophy in red and white under the Wembley lights, who immortalises himself in North London folklore. His debut is set for next weekend, a blockbuster clash at the Emirates against Manchester United. Tickets have vanished from resale sites. Every fan wants to be there for what they hope will be the start of something historic. Rodyrigo, humble yet hungry, has promised to give everything. "I'm here to win, to make the fans proud, to write my name in Arsenal's history." As the floodlights of the Emirates shine bright tonight, so too does the hope that this summer signing is the final piece in Arteta's masterpiece. Rodyrigo to Arsenal, 5 words that have changed the mood in North London forever. The cannon has been reloaded, and with Rodyrigo goes, Arsenal are ready to fire again. Another news, Victor Gyökeres has officially joined the Gunners. The powerful forward, who took the Portuguese league by storm with Sporting CP, will now bring his unique blend of strength, work ethic, and lethal finishing to North London. For the Arsenal faithful, this is more than just a signing. It's a signal of intent, a promise that the club is determined to transform potential into glory. Victor Gyökeres' journey to the Emirates is one of relentless ambition. Born in Stockholm, the towering Swede started his football life at Brommapojkarna, showing early signs of a forward who refused to be bullied off the ball. His raw strength, combined with surprising agility for his size, caught the eyes of scouts across Europe. After stints with Brighton and Coventry City, Gyökeres truly exploded onto the scene in Portugal, where he battered defences week in, week out, scoring goals with both finesse and brute force. For Arsenal, the allure was clear. Mikel Arteta has spent the past seasons building a side brimming with creativity, pace, and technical brilliance. But at times they lacked a physical presence up front, a striker who could bully centre-backs, hold up the ball under pressure, and turn half chances into goals. With Gyökeres, that void is filled. His playing style complements the likes of Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, and Martin Ødegaard perfectly. While the dazzling wingers wreak havoc on the flanks and Ødegaard pulls the strings through the middle, Gyökeres will be the battering ram, the finisher, the one who converts all that artistry into cold, hard goals. Reports say Arsenal fought off stiff competition from some of Europe's elite, with clubs in Spain, Italy, and even the Premier League sniffing around. But for Victor, the pull of the Emirates project was irresistible. He's spoken openly about Arteta's vision, a team that plays attacking, front-footed football, but doesn't shy away from the dirty work. For a striker like Gyökeres, who thrives in the chaos of physical battles, it's the perfect stage. Behind the scenes, the recruitment team deserves huge credit. Sporting Lisbon, known for driving a hard bargain, initially demanded a hefty release clause. Arsenal's negotiation skills, coupled with Gyökeres' clear desire to wear the famous red and white, helped push the deal over the line. His contract, rumoured to be a 5-year deal, demonstrates the club's commitment to build around him for the long term. Arsenal supporters have already taken to social media in a frenzy, flooding timelines with clips of Gyökeres bulldozing through defenders and thumping in goals from all angles. They dream of seeing him dominate in those gritty away games where Arsenal's silky football sometimes faltered in past seasons. Now, with a striker who can hold his own against rugged Premier League backlines, the Gunners have added an extra dimension to their title challenge. But Gyökeres' signing is about more than just physicality. His pressing game is relentless, something Arteta has demanded from his front line. His ability to drop deep and link play means Arsenal can be fluid in attack, with interchanging positions that will torment opposition defences. And perhaps most importantly, he brings a winning mentality, an attitude forged in the tough battles of the Championship and sharpened under the pressure cooker of Sporting's title race in Portugal. In training, the buzz is electric. Early reports from London Colney suggest Gyökeres has already impressed with his attitude, first in, last out, pushing himself to adapt quickly to Arteta's tactical demands. His camaraderie with Saka, Martinelli and Trossard is blossoming. He's the type who leads by example, not afraid to bark instructions or gee up teammates when the going gets tough. For Arsenal fans who have endured years of almost seasons and what-ifs, the arrival of Victor Gyökeres feels like another piece of the puzzle falling into place. The Gunners now have a spine with steel. Saliba marshalling the defence, Rice and Ødegaard dominating the midfield, and Gyökeres ready to make his mark up top. As he pulls on the famous red and white shirt for the first time, the roar of the Emirates will echo the hopes of millions. Victor Gyökeres is here, ready to battle, ready to score, ready to help Arsenal take that final step from contenders to champions. And so begins a new chapter in the Arsenal story, one where the Swedish powerhouse stands tall, his eyes fixed firmly on the Premier League title, his boots ready to carve his name into North London folklore.